Today we're getting the lowdown on 5 crazy, cool, epic, awesome, funny, weird, wild, unexpected, true facts about unsolved mysteries. Number 5, a mysterious lighthouse. In 1900, there were only 3 people living on a tiny island off the coast of Scotland. They were the 3 lighthouse keepers. Much to the surprise of the crew, they found no one on the island.
Hello.
Soon after, a replacement lighthouse keeper was sent to the island to investigate what happened. He found the door to the lighthouse unlocked, and he went inside. He noticed that 2 of the 3 waterproof jackets that were used by the men were missing, and a kitchen chair was lying on its side. The clock on the wall had stopped running, and the men were nowhere to be found. What turns this story into a true mystery is what one of the keepers wrote in the logbook. He said that the island was hit by severe winds, worse than anything he'd experienced in his career. He wrote that one of the men was eerily quiet, and the other, an experienced sailor and famously tough brawler, had been crying. More entries said that the storm continued to rage for days until the last message finally stated, "Storm ended, sea calm." And the creepy part? The lighthouse island was visible from other nearby islands, and no storms had been reported in the area on the days the keepers had written in the log. So was there a storm or not? I don't know, but I do know that I'd hate to be stuck on that island all alone. Number 4. The Petoskey Crater. In 1949, a Russian geologist went on an expedition into an uncharted area of Siberia, and what he found remains one of the great unsolved mysteries in the world. As he went deeper and deeper into unknown lands, the local Yakut people warned him not to go any further. They said that deep in the woods was an evil place that even the animals avoided.
It's true.
People would get sick and even disappear when exploring that area. Creepy! Being a man of science, and much braver than me, the geologist kept going. What he found was a giant crater the size of a 25-story building that resembled the mouth of a volcano. Studies showed that the crater was only about 250 years old, and the trees around it were growing faster than normal, a phenomenon also seen near the sites of nuclear disasters. There's been many theories put forth about what or who caused the crater. Some think it was a meteorite, although the crater doesn't resemble any other known meteorite site. Others think it could be a volcano, or even a hidden underground UFO. A second expedition was launched to try and find some answers, but tragedy struck the team. The leader of the expedition died of a heart attack just a few miles from the site. The locals believe it was caused by the evil crater, and honestly, at this point, so do I. Number 3, the Bouvet Island lifeboat. Bouvet Island sits right in the middle of the ocean between South America, Africa, and Antarctica. It is considered one of the most remote places on Earth. Plant life can't grow on the island, so it's never had humans living on it, and it probably never will. So when a British expedition arrived from South Africa in 1964 and discovered an abandoned lifeboat in a lagoon on the island, you can bet it really freaked them out. Found near the boat were oars, wood, a drum, and a copper tank, but no trace of a passenger. And the weirdest part, when another expedition was sent to the island 2 years later, the lifeboat and all the gear were gone. To this day, nobody knows where the boat came from, how it got there, where it went, or what happened to the people who were in it. My theory? It was the abominable snowman. Hey, it would explain why we've never found him. Number 2. The Taos hum. Over the last 50 years, a mysterious hum has been recorded in several different locations around the world. It's been described as a relentless low-frequency humming noise that can only be heard by about 2% of the population. The weird noise has been heard all over the place. New Mexico, Canada, England, Scotland, and New Zealand are the most well-documented. Scientists are stumped about what's causing the noise, and the most popular theories include industrial noise, gas lines, electromagnetic radiation, radio waves, or even earth tremors. So while the truth is yet to be uncovered, most researchers are convinced that it's real and most likely caused by modern technology. The good news is that it only affects 2% of the population, so you'll probably never. And finally, our number one unexplained mystery, D.B. Cooper. On November 24th, 1971, an unidentified man who's become known as D.B. Cooper hijacked a commercial jet plane and asked for $200,000 in ransom. After getting the money, the man leapt from the plane with a parachute somewhere over Oregon or Washington. Cooper was never found. Authorities aren't even sure if he even survived the fall. Almost 10 years later, a little boy found $5,800 of $20 bills on the banks of the Columbia River.
Help!
The serial numbers on the bills matched the ransom number.
It's a match.
Even though he was never found, Cooper still had a major effect on the airline industry. It forced airports to install metal detectors and led to stricter rules to prevent someone from easily parachuting out. So next time you have to take off your studded belt at the airport, you can thank good old D.B. Cooper. Well, there they are, 5 creepy facts about the biggest mysteries that are yet to be solved. And now, honorable mention, workers in Costa Rica came across perfectly round stones in the jungle. No one knows who made them or how they got them to be so round. In Peru, there are giant symbols scratched into the ground that are hundreds of feet long. Thanks, guys. Bye!